Why is it so important to be a great presenter? What's the big deal? Why should I spend so much time and effort trying to do this when I'm good enough right now? Because good enough isn't good enough. Because good enough will leave you in the middle of the pack. It will not get you to the head of the pack. It won't get you noticed, promoted, and compensated. There, I said it. Compensated. There are a lot of obvious reasons to want to get better at presenting, but one thing that almost no one mentions whenever I ask them why we're working on presenting is this: money. The first time I ever went to Crispin, Porter & Bogusky, they hadn't yet opened a Boulder, Colorado office. Everyone was still in Coconut Grove in Florida. It was a little after 9 a.m., and I was starting my workshop by asking the group, why are we working on becoming better presenters? Jeff Steinauer, then one of the agency partners and the head of content management, think account management, now president of the agency, was sitting in the room with 12 folks from the agency. It was my first workshop there, and he wanted to see what he had gotten his agency and his people into. I asked the group, why are we doing this? Why are we spending 2 days trying to put on better presentations? I got a series of answers, all of them right, but none of them the one I was looking for. So I went to the front of the room and I drew a giant dollar sign on my flip chart. I was a little bit afraid of appearing to be overly mercenary with an agency known for its creative commitment, but I drew it anyway. At which point, Steinauer stood up and yelled, "Fucking A." Here's how it works. If we sell the idea the first time, that work has a much better chance of being great. I don't care if you're in advertising, architecture, or investment banking. If you're dependent upon a client approving your ideas, the first one you show them is the one that has a chance to be great. It's the idea that has a chance to increase business and win awards, which I believe is good for everyone concerned. But if we don't sell it the first time, if we have to go back and redo it, that costs the agency real money. Given today's tight budgets and tough compensation agreements, it's highly likely that the client won't be paying for the redo. Furthermore, if we sell the work the first time, the work that the agency believes is the right solution to the client's business problem, it is very likely that the work will in fact work, and the client will reap the rewards, more money. And finally, if we sell the work, we become winners. We're the one the agency wants out there selling more work, to more clients, and in new business pitches. And guess what? We make more money. Take note. I believe that the most important job of the account leader, which is, I think, the toughest job in the agency, is to convince the client that great work is the key to success, that great work works better than good work, and that she should insist on great work from her agency. It is a fact of agency life that, with very few exceptions, the highest paid people in the agency are the best presenters. Think of your shop. It's true, isn't it? You've got to get as good as you can possibly get at presenting. Your career depends upon it. John Adams, the CEO of the Martin Agency, one of the industry's finest leaders and a fantastic presenter himself, once said to me, "I think the single most important skill anyone can have at this agency is the ability to present."
Para seguir escuchando este audiolibro gratuitamente, haz clic en el enlace de la descripción y podrás escucharlo completo sin coste gracias a la prueba de 30 días de Audible.